Alex Eala opens Indian Wells bid versus Dayana Yastremska. Manila, Philippines. Alex Eala battles Dayana Yastremska of Ukraine to open her Indian Wells campaign in the round of 64 on Saturday. Yastremska took down Zhong Shuai, 6-3, 6-2, in the first round to set a duel with the Filipino tennis ace. Eala, currently the world number 32, received a first-round bye in her third straight WTA 1000 tournament this year. The 20-year-old Eala will face Yastremska, who has a career-high world ranking of 21, for the second time in her career. Eala beat the Ukrainian in the quarterfinal of last year's Eastbourne Open, where she eventually finished as a runner-up after falling short to Maya Joint in the final. The 25-year-old Yastremska, currently ranked world number 52, is a three-time WTA 250 champion and a 2024 Australian Open semi-finalist. The winner of the Eala and Yastremska duel takes on the survivor of the Coco Gauff-Kamila Rakimova duel. Eala will also see action in the Indian Wells doubles, reuniting with former partner Iva Jovic and opening their campaign against Hailey Baptiste and Yelena Ostapenko on Friday in the round of 32. Alex Eala opens Indian Wells bid versus Dayana Yastremska. A rising star steps into the desert spotlight. The California desert has long been a stage where tennis dreams rise and fall under the bright sun of Indian Wells. Every March, the BNP Paribas Open, often called the Fifth Grand Slam, draws the world's best players to its iconic courts. In 2026, one of the most intriguing storylines belongs to a rising star from the Philippines, Alex Eala. At just 20 years old, Eala arrives at Indian Wells not as a hopeful outsider but as a seeded contender, marking another milestone in her rapidly ascending career. Ranked world number 32 and seeded 31st, she earned a first-round bye and will begin her campaign in the second round against either China's Zhong Shuai or Ukraine's Dayana Yastremska. For Eala, this moment represents more than a simple tournament debut. It symbolizes the arrival of a new generation, and the emergence of a Filipino athlete determined to compete among tennis's elite. The journey to Indian Wells. Indian Wells is not just another stop on the WTA calendar. The tournament carries enormous prestige, drawing top players and massive global attention every year. The 2026 edition once again features the sport's biggest names, from Aryna Sabalenka to Naomi Osaka, making the draw as competitive as ever. Amid that star-studded lineup stands Alex Eala, a young player whose rise has captivated fans around the world. Eala's breakthrough began in 2025, when she stunned the tennis world at the Miami Open by defeating top players and becoming the first Filipino player in the Open era to beat top 10 and top 5 opponents in a WTA tournament. That run propelled her into the global spotlight and marked the beginning of her transition from promising junior champion to serious WTA competitor. Since then, her trajectory has continued upward. With a growing ranking, improved power, and a fearless baseline game, Eala has gradually proven she belongs among the world's best. Indian Wells now offers another chance to confirm that status. A possible clash with Dayana Yastremska. While Eala received a bye into the second round, her likely opponent is Dayana Yastremska, a powerful Ukrainian player known for her aggressive style and explosive ground strokes. Yastremska once reached a career-high ranking of number 21 and remains a dangerous opponent capable of upsetting seeded players. But history slightly favors the Filipina. The two players have met once before, at the 2025 Eastbourne Open, where Eala dominated the match with a commanding 6-1, 6-2 victory. That performance showcased Eala's growing maturity on tour. Her precise shot placement and tactical discipline neutralized Yastremska's aggressive hitting, allowing her to control the pace of the match from the baseline. However, Indian Wells is a different stage altogether. The slower hard courts in the California desert often reward players who combine patience with power. Long rallies, physical endurance, and mental resilience are crucial, qualities that both players possess in abundance. If the two meet again, fans can expect a fascinating contrast in styles. Eala's evolution as a player. Alex Eala's journey to this point has been nothing short of historic for Philippine tennis. From her early days as a junior champion to her training at the Rafael Nadal Academy, she has consistently shown the discipline and work ethic required to reach the highest level of the sport. What makes Eala unique is her balance of athleticism and intelligence on the court. She is not the tallest player on tour, but she compensates with exceptional footwork, tactical awareness, a heavy topspin forehand, calm composure under pressure. These qualities have allowed her to compete effectively against more experienced opponents. Her rapid climb up the rankings reflects the success of this approach. Just a few years ago she was outside the top 100. Now she enters one of the biggest tournaments in the world as a top 32 seed. For many young athletes, such progress might feel overwhelming. But Eala appears to embrace the challenge. Yastremska's dangerous power. While Eala represents the rising generation, Dayana Yastremska is far from an easy opponent. The Ukrainian has built her career on fearless, high-risk tennis. Her game is built around explosive forehands and aggressive returns that can overwhelm opponents in a matter of minutes.